Welcome back everybody to a quick tutorial of a build I just did yesterday. It's quite a simple one, as you can see, but I think it turned out quite good anyways. So what you want to do is just grab a little bit of smooth sandstone and just lay down a foundation. So here you can see the general shape of the build, which is 11 blocks over here, then 7 blocks back here, and then another 17 blocks over here, and then you want to go back 15 more, and then 28 all the way across. And then you want to just fill this in so it connects up to this point. So that's 11 by 7 by 17 by 15 by 28 and by 22. So what you want to do then is just bring those walls all the way up, so you have 5 blocks in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do that for the entire wall. So once you have filled in all of those walls, what you want to do next is just bring in those tough details. So we're gonna start here, bring it 3 blocks over here, then a total of 7 over here, and fill it in with the walls. And also bring it all the way up to the top. What you want to do next is just bring in this wall 2 blocks high and bring it all the way around the build. Just like that. And what you want to do here is just do 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and 2 here, and make sure that there is a little gap of 2 blocks between the wall and this little detail. Also bring this all the way up here. And then once you're done, you can just texture those tough blocks however you see fit. You see, what I did here was just bring in some tough bricks, some coral blocks, some cobblestone, and some stone bricks as well. You can obviously just texture it however you see fit, but I'm just gonna roughly repeat what I did over here. As you can see, it looks a lot better once you've textured your build. So now you want to bring in a little entranceway, let it go 5 blocks across, so it lines up perfectly with this little entranceway over here. What you want to do then is just bring this up all the way to the top, make sure to make those 2 stone slabs like that, and then you can just bring in a little pathway all the way out here. What you want to do next is just fill in those blocks, also go all the way up here, and then just quickly make a little entrance, just like that. It already looks way better. I actually did a small little mistake, just get rid of those blocks real quick and fill it in with some tough walls. What you want to do then is just bring in some stairs here, some blocks here, then make it like that, and bring another block in over here. The next step is to start bringing in the second story. So you want to start over here, go back to here, bring it all the way across, and then just quickly bring it 4 blocks up, repeat the same over here, and then just do this little A-shaped roof. We're gonna go here and also start this little triangle, and you want to make sure that you're definitely 15 blocks across. because I actually did a little mistake at first and had it 16 blocks all the way across. So I had a 2-block center, which is obviously not ideal. What you want is this 1-block center. So make sure that this is actually 15 blocks across. So you want to go all the way over here, and just you can see those lines all about here. Just go all the way up and repeat the same over here, and if you did it right, you should end up with this 1-block center again. So last one, just bring the same roof up here, just like that, and here you will have this 1-block center as well. There is one exception to those A shapes that have a 1-block center, and that will be over here, because once we fill in those blocks, you will actually see that it ends up with a 2-block center. I actually did another little mistake, which you want to correct real quick. Just get this one away, fill it in with grass. You can bring this up back again, and then just fill this up, because otherwise the roof would just end up here, like the roof of this little building, and the other one would just end up here, so you don't have enough space for windows or details. So what you want to do is just make sure that this is right, and then you can actually start filling in the roof just like that. And as you can see, you'll end up with this 2-center roof, and you will actually have a lot more space like that. So we're just gonna quickly fill in the entirety of the roof. What you just want to do is make sure that everything is connected up correctly. So make sure that, for example, this is all connected in this way, like having those small L shapes over here, to make sure that the roof is fully connected up and you don't have any gaps in the roof. Another thing to pay attention to is this entranceway, where you can simply bring those blocks all the way across, but start going on top of those and just fill it in like that. It doesn't matter that it doesn't connect up here yet, you just bring over those blocks over here and you can start filling up those gaps. Sorry, with block, then go over here, bring this all the way across, and then just fill it up like that. So as you can see, there are also those L shapes. But what you want to do here is actually bring up a little wall, so you don't accidentally just go over it. Like, that would be wrong, because here is actually a room which would obviously look a little stupid. So just make sure that here you have a wall, and probably you want to do the same thing over here, just to make sure that you're always doing the right thing. Just like that. And I will see you guys once I have filled in the roof, so just make the same thing. So what you want to do now is just fill in all of those gaps, and also start with some windows. But first you want to just make sure that everything is filled in correctly. Just go over here, you can actually start with a little window here, just bring it up here, put in glass blocks behind, just go around real quick and put in stairs in the corner, so it looks like that. What you can do then is bring some slabs across, and just like that you can finish this little section. But you can also bring in a little window over here, also just bring up some glass blocks. You actually have to punch your way out of this one. And then I will just quickly need some tough stairs. I'll grab them from here. And then you can just bring those in over here. Just like that. You can even just go here and do it like that. However you prefer. I'm just going to do it like that in this build. So you want to go over here, and what you want here is a large window. But it doesn't need to be this large, so just do it like that. Then you want to also fill in those blocks with glass. Punch your weight out again. And then bring in those stairs. You want to repeat the same design over on the other side, but for now we're just going to bring in some more windows. Just gonna grab our glass panes, one up here, then you want to go over here and probably also have one over here, and then you want to have two more over in here, wait, like that. Two more windows, just like that, and then you also want a big one over here. You can afterwards just break down those walls. I'm not gonna do an interior in this video because this is a more exterior build. But obviously you can do whatever you want in the interior. What you want to do on the back side is just bring in some windows, just like that. Two over here, the same in here. Then leave a few blocks, I think it's about 4 blocks, like that. No, that actually was wrong. Wait, I'm just gonna check over here. Oh, you actually want to bring 3 windows in. Just like that. I also made a little mistake, I think. Wait. Yeah. Those should be done like that. And then another window right in the center. Just fill it in with glass panes. And then you're basically done with the build. You just need to fill in this wall the same as you did over here, and then just bring in some details. Sadly my audio broke, so I need to voice over the rest of the video. So what you can see, I also added in those windows, and now we're moving on over to the detailing part. We're just gonna bring in those tough walls so it separates those two parts of the wall better. Then you also want to bring in some tough walls over here, bring it up 3 blocks, and put some lanterns on top. Then you also want to add some lanterns here to the entrance and to all of those A-shaped roofs. Just like that. You can also obviously bring in some greenery, however you'd like to do. Over on my first attempt at building this, I just brought in a cherry blossom and some azaleas and some flowers, but you can do whatever you like to do, so I didn't actually bring it in this build. What you want to do next is actually bring in a little chimney over here. Just like that, just texture it however you see, you please, but make sure to actually do texture it a little bit, because otherwise it doesn't look too good. Also bring in those trapdoors around the campfires, so you get this cute little effect where it actually looks like the chimney is working. Now we're moving over to the back of the build. You want to at least add a little bit so it doesn't look too boring. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away, then 1, 2, 3 up, 2 down, and just bring it all the way over here. Then you want to add some smooth sandstone in, get rid of those blocks behind, fill in with a glass paint, and then just add those trapdoors. Then you want to go 2 away, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more on the top, and then 3 down again. Then you want to also bring in some smooth sandstone and get rid of all of those blocks. This is going to be a little bigger one. You can obviously also make this little one, but you can also do it like a 2x2. Then you want to go 2 more blocks to the side, go 3 up, 2 down, and just like that. You can also add in this last dormer window, just like all of those others. Now you could also change it up a little, potentially add in some grass blocks and make like a little flower pot on top. And you could obviously then add a little flower, or you could just do an actual flower pot. But I'm just going to go with those trapdoors. You could obviously also do this down here with those flower pots like I did on top. Just bring in the flower, and you could obviously just bring in as many as you'd like to. Then just fill in some lanterns to light the build up. Well guys, that is our little tutorial done. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and also potentially share the video. Goodbye!